I really liked the sound of Santa Girl, and I have to say the only thing I didn't like about it, having now watched it, is the title. I don't think the title makes any sense because she wouldn't be called Santa Girl. She is the daughter of Santa Claus, so she'd be called Cassie Claus. Her name is Cassie. She wouldn't be called Santa Girl. However, it's a mild irritation, and it did not stop the enjoyment of my viewing of the film. It was released in 2019. I only heard of it for the first time this week when browsing Netflix. And it's directed by Blayne and written by Patricia Harrington. And it stars Jennifer Stone as Cassie Claus. And as I said, she is the daughter of Santa Claus. But she wants a chance to live in the real world. And she goes to a regular college to experience life as a mortal. But there are problems back home as well. She's supposed to be having other responsibilities to fulfill as Santa's daughter, but she just wants to be a normal girl for a bit. And she goes to college and she goes with her elf. And I love that. And the elf is a brilliant, fantastic character. And I have to say one thing, the first thing that struck me about this is that it's not the most stereotypical Santa Claus. Santa is played by Barry Bostwick, and he does a really great job, but he doesn't look that much like Santa. For a lot of the film, he's just wearing like a suit and tie. So it I feel like it lost a little bit of that Christmas magic, but where Santa's costume kind of let him down, it really, really made up for it with the magic all over the North Pole. It's just so beautiful. There's magic everywhere, fairy lights, hot chocolate, really brilliant festive film. And obviously we have all of these elves as well, and I have to say, McKayla Witt gave one of the most brilliant, energetic, excitable performances I've ever seen. She plays Pep, who is Cassie's elf, and she goes to college with her, and she's just fabulous. She's so full of life, and whenever she's on screen, completely center of attention, whether that's intended or not. I just think she's mesmerizing and absolutely fantastic. So I'm not saying the film wouldn't be as good if she wasn't in this, but I think she gave it that little bit something extra special, and I'm really pleased that they incorporated this character in this way. The elf names are brilliant as well. We have things like Gumdrop and Cinnamon Bun, and it's just so sweet and magical. The time that Cassie spends at college is hilarious because she's kind of oblivious to how naive she's being about a lot of things. She's very friendly. She eats plates of cupcakes for dinner, and she obviously meets several boys. Both of whom are kind of just her friends, but one of whom has a bit of an ulterior motive because of, well, I won't spoil it, but I will say that Jack Frost is in this, played by Hank Stone, and the makeup for Jack Frost is stunning. Absolutely sensational. This film really is a real visual treat. It's very bright, very sparkly. Everything looks crisp and clean and just sensational. It's one of those films that you have to see to be believed. I'm not sure if it's won any awards. I can't see any on IMDb, but that doesn't necessarily mean it hasn't. But if it hasn't, I hope it does. Now, unfortunately, not everybody agrees with me because this has 5 out of 10 on IMDb, and that's across only 855 reviews, which is not that many for a film that's a year old. And there are some pretty negative reviews, but honestly, I thought it was brilliant. It's not the most sensational, groundbreaking, innovative film with an exceptionally unique story. Having said that, I've never seen a film with this particular premise. But I really enjoyed it. I thought the entire thing was really interesting. There are some really great characters in this. Nobody ever stood out as being clunky or awkward. The acting was great. I thought Jennifer Stone did a really brilliant performance in this. I can't fault it. I really can't. And just, it gets extra points for McKayla Witt as Pep because I just thought she was absolutely stunning. And really deserves a lot of awards for her performance. If you haven't seen Santa Girl, I do recommend it. I genuinely do. Ignore the negative reviews it's had and please watch it for yourself. If you watch it and then don't like it, fair enough. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But I definitely encourage you to give it a watch. It's fun, it's magical, it will get you into the Christmas spirit. A little bit different interpretation of Santa and the North Pole to what I've seen from most films, and it works. It definitely works.